Hello there and welcome. I'm Five Penguin and I'm going to be running through the last run that I can do anyway of the beta for the new DLC clan. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. Look at him, little Echo right. We're going to give him a shot, I think, in conjunction with the Awoken. There's still some Cavern events and some of the cards that I really want to try out that I haven't quite gotten a feel for yet. So I want to go Root Seeds and this new guy, and then we'll just stick with Covenant Rank 1 because we're still learning. We're still trying to beat the final boss. If you haven't had a chance to see any of the Wurmkin clan as a part of the open test beta, it is ending today. Probably by the time this video goes live, it will not be available, but it should be coming out soon. And so you're more than welcome to try it for yourself when it does. The champion upgrades, whenever we get to this guy, he basically can act as kind of like a support unit. But there's also so this one is a little bit more of a support unit where he applies armor to everybody. But then this one gives him an egg, gives him an egg friend. And that egg will hatch as we play consume cards on the floor. But I think the Shellsmith might be the way to go. It might be my favorite among them, at least so far. I haven't really gotten to try everything yet. Wait, Mine Horde increase capacity by 2 on each floor? This is insane. Okay, so if you don't know what that is, or you're new to this clan, basically these little candies are a separate source of currency that can be used on every floor, and so those can be filled and they can be used. That currency can be used to cause positive or negative effects. The reason why this is insane is because it changes like the default resting state. So normally the default is 4 and you can't go past that, or you can go past it, but then they clear off to 4 every turn. But now if the default is 6, that means we can fill this guy up and then keep it like at the max. So anything that we can do with like Reap is going to be really, really strong. So we basically just want to create as many infused charges as possible. So this is wild. This is a very, very, very strong artifact, especially to have in the beginning. So I'm kind of excited for this. So let's go Echo right down first. We'll play your card, and that's going to make everything infused, which will start building these echoes up. I'm going to put you in front to just to kind of tank for our right, basically, and then start to fill the bar here. So I want to kill this backliner, and then I'm going to do this because that gives armor to him as well, because it's a consume card, and Echo Right's thing with the etch is that anytime a consume card is played, armor gets applied to everybody, sort of like an it can't trigger, but for consume cards only. It's a little bit more restrictive, but the cool thing is that because your starter cards are always infused, this like etched piece is going to be really sweet. So we're going to be able to, or not etched piece, these root seeds are going to be really sweet. So we're going to be able to like get some bonuses out of those just by throwing them down. Let's do another consume here, give everybody some armor. We will throw you there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to grab that collector. There's just like no way that I can do it. Yeah, so right now I don't really have that many cards that take advantage of these echoes just yet. I only really have the Echo Break, and then maybe Force Contamination a little bit, because you have to have 3 of them to be able to play this guy. But it's not really like to the full potential yet, so we're getting there, but not quite finished. Having a lot of these Bounding Echoes is also really, really nice in this deck, because we're going to be able to basically make every single card we have infused at some point in the run. Okay, so I would like to probably just keep buffing you, because I think the right is going to be our like main source of damage whenever the boss shows up, and then honestly, we'll just drop you. Not that it really matters. I think we're probably going to leak a little bit of damage there, and then this should be fine. Yep, okay. So quick enough, easy. Floor 1, not super worried about that one. This is probably, of all of the sets of cards that I've gotten as the Wurmkin, this is probably the best starter set that I've had. So I am kind of interested. And then Soul Siphon is actually better now because of this, because now it's going to fill 6 instead of just filling the 4. So I actually really like this card. Soul Siphon is going to be awesome in this set. A Sting is going to be good with this as well, because we're going to be able to play more cards because of that. And it replaces itself, which is super cool. We do have Seraph the Patient, who I think I think this clan has a harder time than most against Seraph the Patient because we don't really have a way to like block the melee weakness like the Reformed do, or like the yeah, we don't really have a way to block it like Reformed units, and we also don't have a way to deflect it like the Umbra do with damage shield. So there's a few things we're kind of missing. We don't really have any regen to get over it like the Awoken do. I mean, obviously as a secondary clan we do, but them by themselves, they don't really seem to have like that like Seraph the Patient killer. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. I think I will go Awoken real fast, and hopefully we can scale up our units. I think that Animus of Will is going to be really, really good because of all these root seeds that we're getting, and then the Echo Right is going to be able to give enough armor to him to make her basically like tanky enough to survive some hits. So I think I want to go with this at least until I get a good tank in the deck. Also, the unit essence for these Animus cards is really good. So minus 10 damage in multi-strike 1 seems amazing because we can overcome 10 damage like really easily, but that multi-strike is very good. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. Permafrost could be good on the melee weakness card. It could also be good on the Soul Siphon. No, because we're probably going to play this whenever we get it. So let's go with Permafrost on melee weakness. That will allow us to kind of like pick our moment with this card. And then we want to get as many consumes as possible. So I like this Echo Break. I also like making things cheaper in this deck. So potentially Root Seeds, because we might get Ember Drained because of our Soul Siphon. Then I will purge a Train Stew, as is tradition. Goodbye, Steward. And let's see what we got in here. Okay, so plus 10 magic power and piercing is going to be pretty solid on one of these guys. It also could be okay on a Sting card, to be honest. I like piercing on Sting most of the time. I think this is strong, actually. Yeah, I think this is strong. We'll take this, and then look for a Pact to take. So I could give a unit multi-strike, but the problem is the only units I have that would receive it would be the Train Stewards. So I'm not going to do that just yet, but we will keep an eye out for units that would benefit from the multi-strike. Value Stone is going to make something incredibly cheap. We don't really have anything that needs to be made much cheaper than it is, so I think we're fine. And then honestly, we'll just move on. If you're wondering what the Pact Shards are, if you're new to the DLC, Pact Shards are essentially a risk-reward mechanic, and everything that I just did that was in that center shop there is going to make the Pact Shards go up, and the more of them you have, the more this threat level goes up. And if you can read that there, essentially the higher this number is, the more units will be like cursed and just be kind of interesting. They're a little bit more like dangerous, a little scarier. And then it also could affect the way that the final boss looks as well. So really we want to keep this number at like a nice little manageable level. And then if it gets to 100, we unlock a different boss, which is really kind of like, it's kind of like something we want to keep an eye out for. If we feel like we're strong enough, we want to do it, but we don't always want to do it. Which is where like the risk reward, like the balancing kind of comes. I'm gonna play this guy right here, give yourself some armor. I think we can have him be a tank for the Animus of Will, at least for this set. Maybe won't be like the permanent way of doing this, but I think for like the second floor, that's an easy way to play. Let's just do this down here, and then we'll just hang out. Okay, so lots of good stuff in here. An Ember Drain would not be a bad idea. I don't know why it applies Ember Drain to enemy units. I don't really know how that works, or like what the purpose of that is, I guess. I could apply melee weakness to you, but I think I'd rather just make myself stronger instead. Consume here will give everybody armor. Train Steward up top might not be a bad idea to clear off the stragglers. Actually, I'm a little concerned about you guys right there. So let's go. Let's just fill up this Soul Siphon down here. And I think that will allow us to hit harder with these Echo Breaks. So let's go here. Let's do that. All of us have Ember Drain, but that's not that big of a deal because I filled it, and I'm not really concerned about my Ember Drain levels down low, right? Because I didn't like absorb any of that. They have it, but I don't. So as if I were to play it here, I'd only get 3 echoes, and I would have to deal with 2 less ember next turn. So I'd rather like play it down the bottom floor. And I think that this is going to combo really nicely with Reap. So if I can find something that will build Reap consistently, I think we'll have a good set. I want to give you all of the armor that we can, so we're going to make you etch a few times, and then we'll just hang out. Our little horned beetle riding on a cannon. It's fantastic. Oh, I have 3 Ember Drain. Oh, so you absorb the Ember Drain that enemy units have. So whenever I applied Ember Drain to these 3 guys, they gave me their Ember Drain. So I really should have played that card up top when it was totally empty, because by doing that down low, I don't get the advantage of it, right? Like I'm losing all the Ember Drain. I was thinking that I was saving myself 2, but in reality, I was saving myself none, right? Like I was thinking that I was playing the system there. It did not work the way I thought it would, so I have to keep an eye out for that. That's a little spooky. Now that I know that, I think we would like that card to be played. I don't know why I played that, but that's fine. I think we would like that card to be played first. Like, if we can make that intrinsic, like played immediately, that would probably be the best case scenario for that card, for the Soul Siphon, because I think I want to play it on the middle floor while there's no enemies, like immediately. I want to do that before I get any Ember Drain for it. You know, that way there's no negative consequences of it, essentially. So I would love to make you melee weakness times 3, because that's going to be really, really strong whenever you attack 15. It's going to make your damage significantly higher. I'm a little scared of you guys hitting the pyre, but there's not much I can do about it. We're pretty much just going to lose the damage. I mean, I could throw both of these down, but like I wouldn't get the kill, so I'm just going to ignore them. I am going to root seed up, I think, and then maybe we'll deal some damage to this guy in the back, and then maybe we can clean him out next turn. If I would have played that card before I played the extract 3, I'm pretty sure he would have been dead. So yeah, that would have been a better play. He will die, so we will get the kill here, and it won't be that bad. So all right, we are gonna make it out with still 57 fire. I'm comfortable with that. I feel like the start is a little weak for these guys, so especially because I took so many pack shards already, and so it's just kind of part of the way they play. I don't like this, although the 15 damage to our multi-strike unit would be really, really strong. So maybe this is a good play, actually. Shelter, Shelter is a very good card, I think, but I really want it to be infused, and because this one isn't, it's a little bit weaker. I think maybe Echo Transfer is the strongest thing we could grab here. So I'm going to take that. Sharpen would also be solid. Glimmer, I think, could be good. And how about spikes, huh? So we are against Seraph the Patient, which not that really matters, but we're not going to have to worry about our spikes being taken from us. I think we go Glimmer here to get some like backline damage, and then maybe we can apply something to it. What are you? You're brand new. I have not seen this card. Infused. Summon. Gain 80 max health. Okay, so similar to these guys. And then every time you're rejuvenated, you get 2 damage permanently. Permanently. Oh, I'm playing the wrong Awoken clan. I need the restores. I need the regens. Okay, so I'm glad that I took Glimmer, because that is the only heal I have, but that means I can throw all of this Wildwood sap on you. Oh no. You're going to be absolutely massive. And you're kind of going on your own floor as well. What is your essence? So your essence is that you give a rejuvenate +2 to a unit, but that doesn't mean that it's permanent. The really crazy thing is that you are permanent. I mean, I can't not take it, right? It's the best card on the pile by far, I think. Okay, so we need to figure out how to use you. That's the problem, is that you're too big, so I can't fit you just yet. So maybe with Daedalus, what we do is we throw Echo Right or Animus of Will on the same floor as a Steelsinger by getting a little bit extra capacity. This should be interesting. It's basically an Awoken. It's basically an Awoken Overgorger. So one of the cool things that was added in this DLC pack, you come to, no, not there. Where are they at? Okay, maybe not. The Last Divinity. If you come here, you'll see that there are these cards that are like hybrid cards. Basically, if you're playing the Wurmkin and one other clan, you'll get a special like card that is kind of like tied to both themes, and that must be what this guy is, because he checked the box on the Awoken one, and I haven't seen him yet. So so I think he is like the Awoken Wurmkin hybrid, which is sweet. Okay, so I want to heal as much as possible. I don't have any heals. I could Hell Vent. I don't think that's a good idea either. Like, I don't really have much in my deck that I need to duplicate. Maybe we look to see if we can make this Sting more powerful, and then we try to dupe it. I think we go this way. Let's see what's in the caverns first, because the new cavern events are really powerful. Okay, like I said, the Bone Shaker barely even stops before the scrawny winged scavenger starts talking. You know, I got this feeling I can't shake, like we've met each other in another life. Lots of times, in fact. Like, we just keep doing this over and over again, but just go on resetting and forgetting. Makes you think about our existence and the larger purpose here, you know? Your everyday metaphysical despair kind of stuff. Anyways, why don't I help you ruffle those bastards' feathers, eh? For the greater good, recruit a basic enemy to your side. Clear its status effects. What? Or just upgrade a unit. Which I don't know what upgrade a unit can be, because upgrade seems like it could be like a bunch of different things. It could be something weak or it could be something really strong. I want to recruit a basic unit to my side. This seems amazing. It seems really good. We're gonna do this. And also, that's just like chaos. I like it. Thinking man strategy. Hit him where it hurts. Right in the morals. Though I can't really say that's worked much in the past, what with freezing hell, mass genocide and all. But hey, I'm sure you're gonna knock them right in their guilty stomachs this time. See you in another life. Yeah, we're the baddies, like, by the way. We are the angels. We are the people that the angels are fighting, which makes us, like, the baddies. Bog Chrysalis will summon 2 Bogfly units. I've tried to make these shells work a few times now, and I don't think that this is going to work for me. Honestly, with this set, I think we're good with units, because the Steelsinger is a monster. We're going to be able to grab a basic enemy. I don't really know how well that's going to work. Hopefully we can grab, like, bruisers most of the time, and then Animus and Echo Right are both pretty solid damage dealers. So I guess what we need is like a tank of some sort, which could be you, because you gain armor on cast. So here's my thought process. Echo Right wants me to play consumed cards with him. Steelsinger, I'm going to be playing my Wildwood Saps with him around. So Echo Right and him kind of have like an inherent summary or synergy. Shard Soul Carver wants me to use anything that will apply infused cards to this like floor. The Animus of Will wants me to play my Root Seeds. So I think we merge, we like mash up, and we have the Animus hang out with the Shard Soul, and then we have the big tree boy. What's his name? Steelsinger. You are kind of mashed up with the Echo Right. I think this will work. And then I'm gonna go in here. Let's see if we can find something special. I don't know that I want to sacrifice any of these guys. I think I like my units so far. So let's avoid this. -2 for the value. We could make that cheaper, but I feel like it'd be better if I could like hold over it or something, or like play it twice. I don't know. This card seems amazing at first glance, because I'm imagining that those cards those units probably don't care about our like capacity, and it's basically just killing a unit, right? Like, kill a unit and have it block for you. I think this is a good idea. Clear its status effects. Yeah, no, I think this is a really good idea. I just don't know if I should make it that much cheaper. Like, I'm gonna play it every turn I get it, so maybe it does make sense. We'll just bring it on board. And then magic power and piercing. Ooh, I like Glimmer being piercing. That's kind of wonky. That's hilarious. It heals you right down to your core, pierces through your tree armor. Duplicate any card except your champion. How about we dupe this thing? Is that dumb? Or would it be better to dupe our heals to make our Steelsinger as big as possible? Or even a sap, to be honest. No, because there's only so many times I'm going to be able to heal him with the regen. Like, the 10 regen is going to be basically every single turn. So if I can, like, heal more often manually, like using glimmers, I think that's a good play. But I also really just want to use this card in the weirdest way possible. Like, I just want to try it. Because it's so, like, weird. It's so against, or not against, it's so, like, different than the traditional Monster Train stuff. I think we try it. We'll try to dupe it. We'll see how well it works. It might be bad. Like, if it like takes away some of their health or something like that, I could see it being kind of rough, but it's an interesting card for sure. All right. And it isn't like consume either. Like, it seems like the kind of card that should be consume, but if it's not, then sure. Like, all right. Just because we want to have the Echo Right and the Steelsinger on the same floor at some point, I'm not going to be able to do it this round because I don't yet have enough capacity. So I think Echo Right is going to have to go on his own floor. I think he might die, but I basically just want to keep this guy, the tree guy, alive as long as possible. So what I'm thinking is, we need to play you first. We'll put you on the middle floor. I think he goes on the bottom floor, but the problem is I don't think he goes on the bottom floor right now because of all the chaos. Maybe he doesn't, actually. Maybe he doesn't get played yet. And then we go... Actually, you know what? This dude is so big, 80 max health, that I think we could probably, like, get away with not... with just playing him on the bottom floor as soon as we find him. So let's do tank up top. And we'll do the multi-strike guy up top. Let's do this. Apply Infuse to cards at hand. We'll throw you up top. You get played down bottom so that you die. And then honestly, there's nothing I could do with this card, so let's just hang out. Okay. Yeah, I know he died. That's fine. This is looking a little spooky. Hopefully we can block. That would be nice. That would keep you that would keep you alive at least. But the problem is I can't play this. And I really need to play this. So which is more important to me, playing my Steelsinger or letting this guy die? I actually think I don't mind if the Echo Right dies. I think we need to get this boy out. And oh, he's so cool looking. That's such a cool graphic. Like, what an awesome card design. And because you're dead, I'm just gonna give you the attack, I think, and then rip our little bug boy. But that's okay. We'll save him some other time. He'll come back. We'll find him again, I promise. So I need to glimmer here because I want to get you as much health as possible. I would like to chew through this guy so that it doesn't hurt my main unit. So let's do something like this. And then we'll Echo Break this guy. Oh, I won't kill him with the Echo Break. I will do some damage with the glimmers, though. Unfortunately, I would much prefer to do my glimmer down low. Okay, let's just do this so that he survives. We might need to sacrifice some of the scaling just to get, just to make sure that we, like, survive into the boss fight, right? Because if we can't beat Daedalus, then this doesn't matter at all. So I will kill you, and then also builds a stack here. And then let's drop one of these, like, dangerous looking guys. And I'm okay with him having 24 health because I think we can bring him back up with some restores. Okay. Oh man. Okay, so you are not a basic unit. This guy doesn't count. I actually can't bring you back. Understood. So it's really just the vanilla units that I can bring back. I think... Oh, it'd be hilarious to bring a haste unit back and then I would be put up to the top. I think I want the Daedalus Bomb. Because then I can nullify it and I get the damage. No, I won't get the damage from it. You guys will kill the Daedalus Bomb. So I'm going to try that. Okay, so it's on my side. Like, this is my bomb now. despawn and deal damage to your front unit. I really hope it still blows up this way, but I think it's just gonna die, right? Like the clergyman's just gonna kill it. So let's do this. Like that's needed. Melee weakness on you might not be a bad idea. I really just want to make sure he gets healed up the way he needs to be. We also could drop you, but we need more damage in here slightly, so let's go. No, I need more echoes before I can kill this guy. So let's go like, no, I don't want that many Ember Drain. Unfortunately, I can't play this anywhere. Let's do this. So we'll save you, and then we'll kill him, and then that will keep us alive. Even though the explosive's still gonna die, we did get it on our turn, which is cool. Or we did get it on our side, which is cool. Not gonna get anything here, unfortunately. So we are gonna lose a lot of fire health. I'm basically sacrificing a ton of fire health just to like make this work. No bomb. That's good. I could take this bomb to my side and then do a straight 20 damage to Daedalus, which is kind of funny. I would have loved to have taken one of those that wasn't buffed up, right? Like take one that's just normal. So, in an interesting way, because this card is won't let you take the the cards that have already been buffed up, like these Pact Shard cards, it almost is better for when you don't take a lot of Pact Shards, because if you do take a lot of Pact Shards, most of the enemies you face are these big crazy guys. So I'd almost rather have this card in my deck whenever I don't plan on taking a bunch of the Pact Shards, at least if I understood that correctly. But I think we'll still probably be fine. Like it's still going to be very useful at some point. So like right now, for example, there it is. We got a nice little 18 damage or 18 health for us. That's awesome. That's amazing. Oh, and your sweep. How? What? Why are you sweep? Why? It was ridiculous. Unfortunately, you are spooky. There's very little I can do to heal you, huh? Unfortunately, no. There's almost nothing I can do to heal you or to keep you alive. So I guess we're just gonna have to give 15 damage to somebody. It might as well be here, I think. Because I think you're the biggest, beefiest guy I've got, and you're gonna heal up quite a bit with all the restore. And then I guess we'll just give this to you too. Huh? We'll just make your entire floor worth it. Or like the biggest unit. Die please, thank you. Okay. Daedalus, you're looking spooky, but I think we'll be okay. I need to recruit somebody. Recruit you, I can't. Recruit one of you, I can't. Okay, so this card is now a dead draw. So I understand how this card could be like not as good as you would initially think. That's awesome. The melee weakness is going to be super strong. I would love to infuse you because it's basically a 3 times because we're going to get the, or 4 times because we're going to get the 4 times on every attack, or on the very first attack. And then what else can we do? I honestly think we should just play this here and get this out of the deck. Maybe right here. Unfortunately, I would love to pull this guy to my side, but I can't. That sucks. Okay, so our guy didn't really get that many heals off, but at least he's healing a ton now in the Relentless phase, which is sweet. If I had had this other heal, wherever it is. Oh, maybe I have played them both. Yeah, so being able to play them both was really good then. Okay, how are you doing? I can probably kill you with the upper unit, like this guy. I think he'll be able to do 97 damage between all of his attacks. But what I want to focus on is making sure that this unit dies on this floor so that we don't lose any more pyre health, because we're already kind of spooky on the pyre health department. I think we heal everyone here up. That's going to help you tank quite a bit more. And then, honestly, that will like boost the damage of these 2 spells quite a bit. And then we'll just end our turn. Okay, so we took 1 Ember Drain because of Daedalus. Yeah, there's a nice little 1 symbol. But we are going to get the kill, which is sweet. And then we'll just play it. Okay, so what a weird set of cards. I every time I feel like this DLC has like done what I would expect, it just does so much more. Like it just keeps going. It's so good. I would love to unleash the Wildwood, especially because it's going to be super useful for our big guy. Unearthed Remains seems good because it's like an instant boost to everything, but it's kind of expensive. Fill All, though, is insane. Fill All. I wish that I was using them more. I feel like I don't really have the spells or like the damage dealing to like use it as well. Fill All is crazy. So where can I like Merchant of Magic over here? Yeah. Okay, so we should Merchant of Magic over here. And I think we maybe grab Unearthed Remains. I don't know if Wildwood is... Wildwood's pretty good. That's gonna make him a big tank. Oh, I'll do that. As much as I want this Unearthed Remains, I think giving up on our, like, the unit that we've already kind of invested quite a bit into, the Steelsinger, I think he is the one that we really need to be focusing on. Keeper of Echoes, apply 1/1 to friendly units, or Kinho's Carapace. So he's going to be sweet because our, this means that we should have one floor that's at least 6. And he actually will slot in behind a couple of our units, so I think he'll fit perfectly. Because he like fills the floor based on the size of his container. And then we should go energy for sure. Because we don't have... Oh no, I want a capacity! I want a capacity so that I can fit the little guy behind him. That's okay. That's okay. We'll figure this out. I think that... What'd I do? Oh, okay. I went into the store. I thought that I like accidentally clicked the wrong one. Holdover on a heal would be really nice because then we can scale like crazy. I'm wondering if maybe this Glimmer is going to be better than the holdover on the Wildwood. Having the 2 greater goods is good enough. I don't think that we need to hold over this guy. I think I'd rather have Glimmer hold over and then just scale our guy like crazy. And this is solid. Easy way to get a consume card. And I don't think I need to make anything 0. Maybe this, and we can try to double stack it at some point. Then we'll leave. Then hit me with the money. Give me an Awoken unit. I don't want any of you. Oh, I could give Animus of Will to... I could give Animus of Will to our big guy. What do you do? Spikes 10? Let's do this. Here's my thoughts. Let's keep one Animus of Will in our deck. The whole point of deconstructing him and adding him to... Where are you at? Where are you at? The Scaly Boy. Wherever the scaling guy is. Our Tree Lord. Our Ent. Steelsinger. That's it. Our Tree Lord. Your name is Tree Lord now. Don't pretend like you have another name. No. Okay, so I like the way this is looking because I feel like we drew like a really overpowered card. I'll take the spikes. I'll take this bet. I think Tree Lord's gonna kill him by himself. He is a monster, or he will be a monster, especially with this holdover Glimmer. Like, oh, we're doing good. We're doing well now. All right, so I like Echo right there. I like playing this. It's better on this floor because it gives him armor. We will play you. We will Glimmer. That takes out him, and then it also buffs his attack. So we should theoretically be getting like... We should be getting like 10 attack per combat. So if we can find a way to... get the restore on you right off the bat, we'd be doing a little bit better. But the problem right now is I can only heal you as much as I can get my Glimmer out. I really need to get the regen started like as soon as possible. This is an easy way to get a kill, I think. So let's just do this. Then I might as well put you down because you're gonna die to the spikes. That was a bad idea. We'll do this. We will kill you. I'll take the money. Like I needed the cash, so I'm fine with that. I would like to heal you again. I think we're basically just always gonna play that down low. I don't think we really need to ever worry about another unit with it, basically. We could drop you if we do this. And then 30, so close. What if I just give you 45 and then you'll knock him out? I like that. because I don't really care about these charge echoes on this floor. Like the charge echoes right now are mostly just to get this carapace out, but I think we can wait a few turns to play him because we have 14 cards. I think we can wait until we're like up here somewhere and then we can play him. And I will just give this to you. Because I don't really care about the bottom guy's damage coming from root seeds. I want him to just be like healed up all the way. Oh, hold on. Before I glimmer, I want you on my side. So now he's super strong, like just crazy strong. And then we'll do this. That's amazing. Having a guardian on our side is like bonkers. That's so cool. That's all right. This is this run's going places. We can throw you here. You'll just tank. It's kind of whatever. Sure, just tank for me, I guess. We'll drop you. This is the important part though. We'll get that regen stacks going, and then now you're gonna start healing. I need as much regen as possible on you for whenever the boss comes to relentless mode, because I basically want you to be like scaling all throughout relentless. Like I want you to burn all of those regen stacks on relentless mode. And then yeah, we'll get the wildwood at the end, so this is perfect. Probably should have played this first, but that's okay. We'll give this to you. He's kind of weak now by comparison, right? Whenever you look at him as like a friendly unit, you're like, wow, he's not that great. He's just kind of like a tanky guy. And then honestly, I'm okay with just keeping this frozen. Okay, so I know you're gonna get the kill. I don't really mind that you get the kill. What I need is you to burn through all of your regen stacks. So I want to heal you and then heal you, and then hopefully we can stick with like the regen. I actually don't want to kill this guy faster because then I'll get less regen stacks off. So I'm completely content with this. Let's just fire it up. We'll see what happens. And I should get almost all the stacks. I didn't do the math on it, but I think we'll get almost all the stacks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's perfect. So I got the maximum amount of regen out of that I could, which is ideal because I want him to get, you know, a scale as much as possible. Sure, we'll get the firewall. That'll be really nice for the final fight, by the way. Broken Memories is going to let me play my regen again. So if I can find a double stack regen, that'd be sweet. Ingraft is going to be good for this set because of the big guy. Ooh. Another health card. I also could go Edge Prior. Resolve, restore 5 health to friendly units. That's an interesting one. I could do that and give it to Steelsinger instead of making him multi-strike, but I think the multi-strike is really what's going to be, like the multi-strike is really what's going to help him deal enough damage to knock things out. So I think we want to scale him as much as possible, and then kind of like an overgorger, we're just going to dupe him at the end of the run, right? So yeah, we can dupe him at the very end. So that's kind of the intention, is just get him as big as possible, and then we'll dupe. All right. Merchant of Magic. I think we want to hold over. I want to hold over everything. Like that's just like the way I play. Is I just absolutely love holdover cards. Holdover Ingraft on this dude is gonna be insane. I love it. This is gonna make this much better, I think. We'll purge. No, hold on. We don't need a purge. We can leave. Get out of here. We have a free purge. Get these stewards out of here. I don't want to pay for them anymore. I don't want to play them. I don't need them. I will take an artifact though. What do you got? To remove a buff effect, it might be a little bit stronger than the 5 damage, just because I think there are some crazy strong buff effects that get added to the jammed enemies or the cursed enemies or the whatever you want to call them. The packed sharded enemies. We can't say sharded that many times. We just can't do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that threat level. Not super worried about the damage that we'll get out of that, or the artifact we'll get out of that. Okay, I can't play this on either of you, which is unfortunate because I think this is the unit that I would love to have on my side, especially because he has armor when enemy units die. Like he would be an amazing unit on my side, but I can't do it, unfortunately. So let's go here. And then we'll play Echoes, and then we'll play you, and then now we have enough Echoes to play this on you, and so now you are super strong. And then honestly, Stu, if you don't mind just dying for me, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, I would love to, oh, perfect, we drew it. Okay, so I'd love to greater good this guy. But first I want to make sure that I can play everything else I have. So I want to Steelsinger. I want to sap you. Before I damage you, I want to bring you to my team. Welcome to my team. Oh, I would love to get a shaman on my side. Because then they could just heal him every turn. And 20 health is no joke. Like if I could bring a shaman to my side and then maybe like, I don't know, bring something else to the side. Like how are you healing 9? Oh, because of your armor deal. Okay. I think this is the play. I don't really care if he makes it through. Like he's big and beefy and crazy, but I think scaling up this Steelsinger, my Tree Lord, is like every single thing that I need, or like way more what I need than damaging this dude. Plus I can just kill him with this. Boom. Okay, so now you're taking 84 damage. That's pretty good. I'm content with that. I think I have 3 energy, so I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play, no, hold on. I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you. Looking good, and then this. Okay. We're looking pretty solid. I mean, obviously this guy got through, and it's a good thing that I was able to damage him because he did way more than I thought he would. But the point being that we're looking pretty good on this side. Our Tree Lord has a friend. The new DLC is just like ridiculous. Like this is absurd. This is my thumbnail. Hello, it's the unit that you've been fighting this entire game. We'll give you that. Give you the Glim, as is your right. Honestly, just keep doing everything to the down low. I want this floor to be as strong as possible. I don't think the boss is breaking through the first floor. Like Tree Lord is strong, very, very strong. Okay, bring back my Wildwood Sap. Where's it at? There it is. Do this first, then this. Bring back my sap. Oh, I'll get it next turn. Okay. So we'll get him next turn. We'll do that. We'll do that. And then, honestly, I want to draw one more card next turn, so we'll just play it. Okay. Making it to... If you're gonna die... Or sorry, you're not gonna die. None of these guys are gonna die. If you're going to do 79 damage to me, that's because of the regen. If you're going to deal 90 damage with him, that means you're going to make it 9 turns, which means I'm going to heal all of my regen. So if I could do this, we're going to heal more regen, but we're still going to go 9 turns. Like the damage numbers didn't change any, he just got better, right? So if we're only going to make it 9 turns, and I have 11 regen, I want to make it at least 11 turns, right? That as well. To get basically the maximum amount of stuff out of this. So what I'm thinking is that we sabotage our own dude so that we go more turns and get the maximum amount of healing. Because this guy's temporary, but regen lasts forever. All right, you're dead. You're dead to me. And now we're gonna make it 111 damage, which means it's gonna make it at least 11 turns. It works. It works. You can't argue with results. Look at that. And so now we're gonna get we're gonna squeeze just a few more points out of that damage boost. That's what you come here for. We're playing like it's Covenant rank 25 on Covenant rank 1. That's okay though. That's okay. We don't worry about that. Worry about that whenever we're dead. If I beat the final boss, then that makes it all worth it, right? Extract, apply, dazed 3. Or we just go for damage in the consume pile. Honestly, the consume pile is going to be pretty fleshed out. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in there. So I think Power of Knowledge is pretty sick. We already have enough energy, honestly, to do almost everything we need to. So I like this. We need some raw damage in this deck, I think. I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll throw you behind the tree guard. Tree Lord, my maple knight, my Professor Oak. Start calling him Professor Oak. Merchant Trinkets, Urzel's Hoard, Forgotten Boons. Okay, so the temple's where we're gonna get weird. I think before we get weird, we need to maybe try to give him some upgrades, which we can't do here, but the point still stands. So I think we go this way. Let's go boons, artifact. Add 2 to the floor at the start of each battle. I love that. I love base charge. I think that's really sweet. Really, really good. What? Oh my god, there's so many things. Okay, everything's new. The first time each turn a card with consume is played, add a copy to your hand, which is insane. That's insane. I'm gonna crank through my consume cards. I have so many of them. And then, deal 5 damage to the back enemy unit when 1 or more candies are added to a floor. We add like 4 candies a turn. That seems also good. So I will buy both, because I'm rich. Because I've chosen to take all of the pack shard money, all of the blood money that's been laying around. And then now we don't have to pay for these, which is amazing. So create a copy with Purge and +1. Twinstone does some really bonkers stuff. Twinstone basically allows you to play a spell, and then play it again. Just chain whatever it is you were planning on doing, which is ridiculous. Oh, unfortunately, I've already done this to Glimmer, which is ridiculous whenever you have something holdover, because that holdover card basically becomes like you play it 2 times every turn, every single turn. It's ridiculous. Like if I had that with Glimmer, we would scale like crazy. I honestly should have done that instead of the -1 energy with Engraft. I don't know. Either way, I think we want it on Sting. We'll play this nearly every turn. Or whenever we do play it, we'll get a bunch of draw the next turn, so I'm okay with this. I would love to infuse. I think the multi-strike is better than the resolve. No, because... So I'm going to infuse Tree Lord, right? Definitely going to infuse Tree Lord. I think it actually might be better to do Edge Prior with him, because this turn, that way he'll basically scale every single turn he's out there, and we can buy multi-strike. We can't buy this effect. Like restore 5 health to friendly units, you can't buy that. So where can I find a Merchant of Steel? We can find one here, we can find one here, and we'll get our Hellvent. So I think we go here, here, and we definitely try to dupe him, even if he's not like perfect. So I think we go Edge Prior. I will gladly sacrifice you. Thank you very much for the help. And we're gonna put you on our big boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all coming together. And then we can make this pierce. We can make any of these pierce, to be honest with you. I'm fine. I don't need this upgrade. This is getting greedy. It's getting greedy. We've already broken to 120. I think the highest I've gotten was like 180 or something like that, and the final boss was just absurdly powerful. So it does scale like a ridiculous amount. Belle and her allies will add Scourge cards. Oh no. And everyone just took damage because of this base charge and Serrated Mandibles like together. They all took 5 damage, which is kind of funny that they all just like started with this chaos. Okay, Steelsinger. I'm not gonna be able to play this, unfortunately. Do not have enough things. What would you do if this Absolver was on my side? Would you literally just add a Weight of Contrition card to the top of my draw pile every turn, even if you were on the other side? Like what? That's such like a I don't know. That's such a like a troll move to be able to take this and it still hurts you. I love it. So I'm gonna go with the Steelsinger, and then I think I'll probably take a Greater Good from like another floor. And then we'll definitely play Echo, right? Yeah. So here's what we do. Let's play Echo. Up top. And now we have this guy, which we're going to play. That's going to infuse everything we have, which is sweet. And then we actually caught a secondary effect of it because of the Echo Seedling. And so then we're going to Greater Good you, which makes you my friend. Now. And so now you're my friend. Welcome to the... Stop. Echo, right? What's going on over there? We're gonna need you to calm down, buddy. Steelsinger, you're gonna be fine by yourself. You can hold down a 4, like you'll be okay. It's also hilarious that this penance like has the negative effect, but then it's also like it's gonna help me a little bit, like because it gives me the echoes. And then I think we just hang on to this thing. We don't play it now. We'll just hold on. Give me a few seconds. I'm losing my voice. I've been streaming all day, trying to get as much of this new DLC content out the door as I possibly can. Wildwood sap for sure, and we're gonna get a copy of it added to our hand, which is sweet. So that's pretty nice, because now you have regen 10, and we didn't really do that much to earn it. How did I get sapped? When did that happen? Did you sap me? Shard enhanced. This boss has been enhanced with the power of pack shards. Does that mean now you sap me? Is that the thing you're gonna do to me? No. I don't know where that came from. Oh, you apply sap whenever you attack. How weird. Okay, good to know. So you need to die. I will definitely kill you then. I think we play this. I think we kill you in the back. And then I think we honestly should just apply 15 to our big guy. He came in here with 98. I kind of just want to remember the number that he came in with, because I feel like he's going to be pretty instrumental in like I just want to know kind of like what number he's going to be at by the time we're done. We'll end our turn. So I really thought that this battle was going to turn towards Reap, or like this whole deck was going to turn towards Reap, based on like the Mine Horde and then some of the other cards that we had, but really that's not how I've been doing it. So what I really need, I think, is an AoE Reap effect, or whatever the card is, Shelter, that gives me armor for however many candies I have. Like there's a bunch of cards, a bunch of potential in how many candies we're generating, but we just don't have it yet. Like we just haven't built that set up. And I will definitely purge this, I think, because it's getting a little spooky with how many units we have. You need to die. How about this? So you will die. Boom, boom. Won't you hit him? Won't you hit him and then you'll hit the back guy? Is that not what's happening? Can you not attack? I thought you could attack. Boom, boom. And then you attack and then you attack, right? Am I insane? Am I missing something here? All right, we'll just do that. I was really hoping that you guys would hit like this guy, but for whatever reason you have all decided that that's not what you want to do today. So we're just gonna have to go with it, I guess. Sting. No, I don't want to pay. I'd rather have my pyre not take damage. We'll just end it. The little pew pew is so cute. He's so good. Look at him go. Yeah, he's so good. Little echo, right? I would love to bring you to my side, and then I don't have to worry about killing you on this bottom floor. You're dead, which is good. I can kill you, which is good. Oh, and the mandible kills the quill in the back. So good. It's so good. Okay. So, oh, I should have played this first, but that's fine. We'll do this. We'll drop you. Thank you for the echo breakback. We'll drop you. And then I don't actually need to play this consume card. How did you lose your 2? Oh, that's why you didn't kill that little, the quill before, because you got sapped as the first section of the turn. So actually, it's really nice that you're absorbing the sap for Echo Ray. So how nice of you. Either way, I think like we're not really worried about all these like minute things, because the Resolver is healing like crazy, because he's healing from regen and he's healing from his restore, and so he's getting kind of buff in the background here, even though we haven't drawn like any of our holdover heal cards, which is unfortunate. Like that's actually kind of bad, but I want them as soon as possible. So give me this. Give me this, please. Thank you. We'll play that next turn, and we'll play it twice next turn as well. Wildwood Sap. Grab you again, because we'll grab you again. You'll go to the top of my draw pile. This is an easy play. And then I think we just give you some damage. Or maybe we give melee weakness to Fel. No, let's give melee weakness to this guy. So that way he dies next turn to Echo Ray. And I don't mind that you're damaging because you're just hitting this Guardian, so. Okay, so I feel like everything we have in the deck is just so good. Like everything is so good. So watch this. Boom. I'm gonna get this card back. Boom. I'll give you some more regen. How about that? Like, it's just absurd. It is absurd. And I have so many cards in the consume pile that I can just dunk on this like 95 unit. Just dunked. Like, just destroyed. It's ridiculous. Yeah, sure, we'll heal you to full. That's wild. I don't really want to play this, right? Because I don't have any purpose. The only thing this would do for me is just Ember Drain me, so I don't really need it. Like, I think we're okay. Yeah, I know. You're going crazy with these purge cards, huh? Engrafts get stronger. Cool. Oh wait, hold on. Play this, and then now do this. I would love to bring this guy to my team, but I can't because I don't have that card in front of me. We're gonna play everything, but I want to make sure that I can kill this dude. So I'm gonna play both of these here so that I can Echo Break him. I think I need to. No, you have the plus 20 damage. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just buff it up anyway because it's the only 4 that isn't maxed out, I think. Yeah, so like there's no reason not to have these maxed out if you can. And in a scenario like that, where you can just like max it out and it doesn't really matter which 4 you play it on, like you might as well fill. And then we'll do this, give you some armor. You will heal, and then are you going to be, you're going to die. Okay, so he's actually going to use every single piece of regen he has, which is perfect, because that's what I need, is you to like make it as long as possible. I would play another unit here, but I can't fit anything. So it might be a good idea just to snag this dude for next turn. Yes, so we'll just snag you, we'll play stuff behind you. I would like to make this full because if possible, and I can play this like Carapace or something like that, I need to try to do that. Like he's dead. Never mind. You know what? Here, he's dead. All right, that'll do. That'll do. How many stacks of this regen did we go through? Like, okay, we went through like 5. So, because he wasn't out regenning the Fell's damage. Echoes of the Past. This seems to be a new card as well. Apply 10 damage per. Oh, you are insane as well. Perfect Insanity is going to deal 666 damage, which is ridiculous because we have Mine Horde, so we don't actually have to like overcharge. We could just use it on our regular charge. Like, I think this is insane. Ah, both these cards are good. I think Insanity is a lot better for us though. It's going to help us with the final boss quite a bit. We have enough energy. I'm wondering if maybe we want some capacity. And then we can put our little guy, our little, our champion behind our tree guard, wherever you are, wherever the tree guard is. Oh, a new one. Okay. The child eventually grew tired of judgment and bored of this realm. So we sent you judges, Herzl first and Malika soon after. We thought it best to leave your own survival. Ultimately, your free will led to your own demise, as well as others of divinity. Now, you are all just grains of sand in an endless desert of time. Though I will admit, I have sensed a merging of late, part of my divinity slipping away into your own soul. I suspect it to be a part of our shared pact, a consequence of the collapsing of time. Does this give you hope? It does. Gee, thank you. Okay, I've had this effect before, actually. This wasn't completely new, but I felt like I should read it. And we could basically give somebody, we could basically doubles the effect of an artifact, but I only get it for 1 turn. When you summon your champion, he gets 60% attack. Yes. 60% of that, he'd be like a 40 something, 44 something. What about the health? Not as good. When a card we consume is played, deal 6 damage to the front enemy unit. I think that's going to be way better. Way better. Okay, let's go with this. We also can like almost just play consume cards just to kill people. Like play this Echo Break on the floor and it'll like deal 60 damage. Honestly, a Trader's Quill would be amazing with this deck. It actually, Trader's Quill is really good with just the Wurmkin in general. Okay, so we said it before, we want to go this way because I want to collect 2 things. I want to get Pyre health for that final boss, because the more health the better for the final boss. I also want to toss obviously a stew needs to go. I think that I want to toss this thing. I actually don't think I like it as much as I originally did. I could also toss the Carver or the Animus of Will. Oh, but we're in the temple. So being in the temple means that we can basically do another another mix. Like we do another, take that -10 multi-strike and add it to somebody. So maybe it's kind of worth it to just apply it to one of our units. We don't really ever play this guy, this Kin Host. I don't think his summon effect is very good, but applying the multi-strike to him could be pretty sweet. We also could just go Animus of Will onto... Oh, I already burned the Train Steward. Never mind, he's gone. Train Steward's dead. He's been removed. I don't know that I want to toss anything though. Yeah, we're kind of like only having one floor now. Now that I up the capacity level. So it's basically just the tree guard. Oh, I want to dupe the tree guard. Okay, so if I'm gonna dupe the tree guard, who should stand behind him? Probably will be a 2-cost unit, which means it's probably going to be one of these Animus of Will. Here's what I'm thinking we do. I think we actually yeet the Shard Soul Carver. I actually don't think it's working for this deck. Especially because I'm going to have 2 Steelsingers, or 2 Tree Guards. So we'll remove you. Just like complete toss. I actually don't want to give the multi-strike to my big guy. I would much prefer... Oh, Endless will be weird. I would much prefer to... That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I will gladly take that, especially with your +3 multi-strike. That's kind of insane. I would gladly give you either more health, because he's at 152 now. He's the man. Or I should just reroll, and then we'll hope that we get something we can use. Multi-strike would be amazing. Quick is also solid. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll take quick. I like that. It'll work. It'll do, I think. Giving you more damage as well will be good. I know it's not as good. And then we just kind of like bite the bullet and make you... No, I think this one's going to be stronger because of the +3. So we'll take that. Okay. So here's our floors. Here's the way I look at it. Tree guard down low. Echo right with him. Tree guard somewhere else. And a strong Animus of Will with them. If the Animus of Will dies, we have a second one. Other floor is literally going to be, can we fit this Carapace on him at any point in time? And if not, if I never get around to playing it, then it'll be just whatever greater good units I can find. I think that'll work. Maybe Animus of Will plus the Carapace. We'll figure that one out. Basically, I think we kind of really have like 2 good floors because of the tree guards, but everything else is kind of whatever. Alright, create a copy with Purge and +1. I don't know if there's any of these cards I really need to play that often to do that. Especially because our consume cards get like brought back to our hand. 10 magic power and piercing. Also not certain this is needed. Like piercing on 666 damage is probably fine. Like we're probably gonna kill whatever it is we play that on. I would imagine. It's fine. I could also just give the multi-strike to the int right now. And I think I would do it to this guy first. Hold on, do we have a temple next floor? We do have a temple next floor. We'll do it there if we feel like we need to. So if we don't get multi-strike in the store, we'll do it next time. No, I'm not worried about eggs. Let's go this way. The marsh side is good if you can get a bunch of eggs, and then you can just use the consume stack to hatch those eggs faster. But I haven't really been able to make that work. Yeah, I don't want this. I haven't really been able to make that work yet. I feel like the egg builds, I haven't really been consistent. Okay, I would love to take you on my side, but unfortunately you are big and spooky and not on my team. Okay, so we'll throw Echo right down. You are going to... You're doing great, kid. Keep it up. Then we'll play Steelsinger. Probably should have played him first, but that's fine. I will make you bigger so that we can chew through 2 powerful units. Add... Wait, hold on. Does it make sense just to make you melee weakness so that we can kill that guy in the back. So if I give that melee weakness to you, the 152 will kill you, and then honestly, your 60 will kill him in the back. And we won't get sapped, because he'll die. No, that's wrong. I won't die, because you'll apply the sap. Okay, so let's just do this. I think it's a good play. And then I don't really mind that I'm not playing these guys. And I don't want to play you yet. Okay, so both things died. Collector, not a bad idea. We could pick that up pretty quickly, or we could just stick to the plan. I think this is always a definite. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Yeah, the Steelsinger's fine. He's fine. We're doing okay. You should go up here. You're the vanilla one. You're the super basic one. I will give you some stuff, and then we're good. I don't need to play the Carapace just yet. I think he's kind of like a get out of jail free card, more so than he's a main unit you need to play, because we don't start with that many charge echoes, and you want to play him like at the end of the round. So I don't really think that he's amazing for us. And I also don't want to grab one of these guys because I'm afraid that they're just going to give me... I'm afraid they're going to give me the self-mutilations even though I don't want them. Because I don't think that the resolve trigger is going to like change. Oh, it clears your status effects, so maybe you lose the trigger. But what I would rather do is just take him. He's our friend now. He's mine. Look at him. Look at how staunch he is. He's so... he's such a great defender. What a lad. He's always been on my team. What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is going to give us a second one of these because our artifacts are insane. Like, our artifacts are actually ridiculous. And then another 15 damage to you? Sure, why not? Multi-strike. Multi-strike. Where should you go? I think we'll just put you on the middle floor. Or on the top floor. If I put you on the top floor, I could tank with this guy, this kin host. Whenever we get there. Oh, I should have, like, let this guy go to the top and then take him away. That would be kind of funny if you, like, kill everything but the unit you want and then let it get to the floor where you want it and then absorb it. It's like, haha, my master plan. But I guess if you had like a permafrost on your thing, you could do that, but otherwise you wouldn't be able to time it that way. This will be nice. Sure, spell chain. Look at that. And then we'll throw. I think I'll just throw this up top. Even though he's the more important one, I probably should have thrown him back. It's kind of whatever. Give me this. I want the glimmer to be infused. Look at that. Okay. It's an easy way to play this. Fills it up, get no ember drain. Look at that. And so now this is a good place to play our big guy. Our kin host. Honestly, I could kill you. Oh, I can't kill you. We're not full yet. All right, we gotta fill up. Now we're full. I don't want to extract all 6. I'm okay with just keeping them because you're not dealing any damage to me anyway. This run's absurd. This is ridiculous. Would you like to join my team? Oh, I can't let you join my team because you're special. That's fine. That's fine. We have other ways of making you join. Can't do that either. We'll just kill you in the back. Probably should have killed him instead, but that's okay. This card feels busted. That where's that? This for the greater good feels busted, which I guess is part of it, right? Like it's a 60, or it's like a very rare chance that you're gonna get it. Like it comes from being a Cavern card. So like it's not guaranteed by any means. For sure not guaranteed. Okay. We're about to play the biggest Carapace that has ever been seen. Give me these. Play my sting on this floor so that it's higher. Play my sting again. And now play this boy. Yes, he's so good. Look at him go. He's so good. And then honestly, we'll just end the turn. All right, I'm pretty sure we're fine, but I do want to heal him as much as possible. So I'm going to heal you, heal you. Do. Okay, I think we're fine. I could honestly damage you to make the fight last a little bit longer, or like damage the backliner to make the fight last a little bit longer to get all my regen stacks. Okay, so I'm gonna get more regen stacks that way. The little sound he made. Oh no. Oh no, the little sound. Don't ever make that sound again. I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that did it. I'm the monster. Oh, I can't look myself in the mirror after that. Ancient Resonance, that's what I'm looking for. Give me a bunch of damage per crystal. Give me this kind of stuff. I need like cards that scale with crystals. Or Reap. Reap is honestly the same concept. It will scale with a bunch of crystals. I mean, honestly, this is like a death sentence for whatever card it is that we put this on, or whatever guy it is that we put this on. It's 13 Reap times 6 stacks. I don't know what that damage number is, but I think it's absurd. Snoring Retreat, you are fantastic. We already have one of these, but we could use it to scale even more. Don't think that I need Ensnare for any reason. I think Ingraft might actually be the way to play this. Funny thing is, this one's technically a little bit better because it's infused as well. Yeah, I think I'll take this. I think this is a pretty easy play. And then we'll just play it basically anytime we get it on our big guy. Okay, here's the moment of truth. So I need to try to get a multi-strike, and if I don't get it, we'll just infuse him, but that will ramp up our thing. So hopefully I can give him, where are you at? Hopefully I can give him multi-strike. I know he has quick now. We will re-roll. I don't think there's any reason to do, well, let's not do that just yet. Maybe I will give you some extra health or something. But like, that was a terrible idea. Because now I can't afford the multi-strike. Okay, we didn't get multi-strike anyway, so that's fine. Plus 10 and spikes 3 is not a big deal, so we won't do that. So here's the deal. Now I have guaranteed multi-strike, okay? I have guaranteed multi-strike in the form of this guy, who I've kept around for so long. And we're going to multi-strike. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We've already multi-striked our big guy because our big guy is, or not multi-strike. We've already enhanced our big guy. All right, so we'll give it to the Animus of Will. You're not going to spawn with any health, but that's okay because you're going to get as many of them as we start with. Dang. All right, I kind of had forgotten about that. You can't make them that overpowered. You can't keep getting away with it. I don't need this. We're already way above our limit. And at this point, every single shard I get just makes the final boss's health like ridiculously higher. Because I think he scales with like some sort of multiple on that number. I wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't really want any other ones. Yo, they changed Curse Vines. At the start of turn, add a Vine Grass spell with Purge to your hand. So basically every single turn you're allowed to use Vine Grasp, but it won't always have the effect of switching the floor around. Which is kind of interesting because now that means it's a lot more useful. I think they really buffed it with that, like quite a bit actually. I do not need to purge anything, I don't think, and I actually think there's a free purge outside. There's not a, yeah, there is a free purge outside, but I will dupe the man of the hour. 204, so not as good as it could have been, and I could have given him multi-strike if I had maybe played it a little bit better, but I think he will still be absurdly good because he's huge, because he's massive, which is great. And so, yeah, we'll find a way to fill him up. I really should have given him this. What am I doing? That's okay. That's okay. Plus 3 per candy is really like a max of 18 damage, so it's not super good, at least for what we got going on here. Although your multi-strike, that's like 30 something damage on you. So we'll give you this. We'll give you this. And then we'll leave. Alright, Seraph. I know I haven't collected all the rewards. I'm ready. I'm ready. Fire it up. Let's go. What I'm scared of is Seraph's unfaltering ability to destroy me with melee weakness. But we'll find out. He has been enhanced with the power of pack shards, which I think is what made your health so much higher. That's why he's at 2740. I think we should be able to get around that though, because we have enough damage going on here. We also, I cannot extract 6, unfortunately, just to drop you, but that would have been a good time to have this. Let's just play on the middle floor. I'm okay with him making it up to the top. Yeah, let's just play on the middle floor. Let's go Echo right here. We need to play this. That's an easy play. Oh, we also could just infuse you and put you on my side, but you would just die to Seraph right away, so not necessarily like a good play. I will throw you down, my tree guard friend. Welcome to the team. I've given you life. I've birthed you. Birthed. Ew. Birthed? I don't know. I brought you forward. I've planted and grown you. Perfect Insanity, I cannot play. For the greater good, I guess I could do it, but I really would just be scaling Seraph. I'd save my Pyre 10 health, though. Yeah, let's do it. We'll save our Pyre some health. So you'll be, yeah, you're gonna die. Like, why attack you myself when I could just have you kill your own units? Like, it's the perfect crime. Okay, here's what I'm scared of. Is this absurd amount of melee damage weakness that we're gonna be given. We're gonna be thrown a lot of melee weakness. So I can try to like mitigate this a little bit with that, this is gonna be really nice. That 10 regen. I want to stack way more regen than that though. At some point we'll have more regen than that. I need to have another floor. I don't know if this is it. Maybe we do that. That's a pretty easy play, I think. If we, so you're going to do 10 damage. Your 10 damage is going to pop the melee weakness. So you'll deal 20 damage, but oh no, but I'm quick. So I'll kill you. And then the Lightwing will deal the 10 damage, which is perfect. That's what I was worried about. I did not want Seraph or the Shadewing to deal the damage. So I actually really want the Lightwing to do it. That'll pop it, that'll be the 3, and then Seraph will hit you later. So this is perfect. And I'm just gonna kill you for funsies. Do I play you now? No, there's only 3. I don't think you get played until like way later. Okay, so the middle floor has a chance to kind of like heal up and whatnot. This is gonna be super important. You are totally dead, huh? Unless, no, I couldn't. Could I? But I can't possibly do it twice in a row, Seraph. How's that feel, Seraph? Stop throwing all these units at me. Maybe you wouldn't get owned every now and then. All right, I like the way this is coming together. I like the way this deck is just like exploding in usefulness. I don't need a Bounding Echoes. We can hold on to that one for a few minutes. All right, 260, which is a problem. The good thing is I drop you with my 218 plus this guy. The 10 damage is going to be what procs the Steelsinger, I think. No, the 8 damage is going to be what procs it. That's amazing. So don't kill this guy, because I want the smallest damage number to hit me and pop this melee weakness. So if I can do this, that'd be good. I will also want to bring back these saps, I think. So I think here's what we do. I'm gonna scale Seraph like crazy, but I think we're okay with it. Because we're, like, he's a big boy. He's content. Like, we're content with the amount of scaling that we're getting out of this. Melee weakness to you. Oh, how about that, Seraph? How do you feel about that? We also could just drop this guy. We might be able just to drop him. With all the cards we have in our hand, this might be possible. Hold on. So, return a consume spell to the top of your drop pile. Give me the... This? No, give me the cheap one. Give me this one. Give me the free one. Okay, so I went to the top of my drop pile. I will also play it here. Give me the other one. Okay, so now that's on the top of my drop pile. There's no animation to make it go from like consume pile to draw pile, but there is one to go from discard to draw, which is interesting. You being played will knock out the backliner, which is sweet. We might be able to drop this guy because it's going to be a couple more consume spells. But the problem is I don't want Seraph popping my melee weakness. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. I do not want Seraph to pop my melee weakness, so I'm content with the way this is gonna go. If I could get you to like... No, it's fine. This is perfectly fine. Let's just worry about the bottom 4. Let's focus on that. I will get you some melee weakness. You're gonna eat that here in a few minutes. I think you'll probably take damage from this Animus. So let's do like... This. Oh, I can't play you anymore. Dang it. All right, I should have played Power of Knowledge in there. And then, honestly, I'm content with the way this is looking. Because every floor now has almost 6, so I don't really need to play Soul Siphon. So I'm just going to let it go. Okay. Seraph, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep dropping this Lightwing on here, expecting me to just do nothing about it. I don't like it. I don't respect it. I will consume, which means I get another one, and I will consume, which means I can play this one. Reap on you seems fantastic, because you're just going to eat it, aren't you? How much is that damage does that do? 65 for this much. Okay, so that's like nearly 70 damage every turn, or 65 damage every turn. Probably going to be more whenever I get you down here, if this one can be filled. Pounding Echoes, we'll play the Glimmer, we'll play the Echo Break. Where's my other guy? Where's my other Tree Lord? I must have already discarded him and I didn't realize it. I mean, I'm quick, so I'm not gonna have to worry about him next turn. I think I'd rather just knock this goon out. Let's go here. Unfortunately, you're just gonna die. There's not much I can do with the Animus of Will. I don't think I had a way of making him survive. Yeah, that's a bit spooky. That's okay, though. Okay. For the greater good. Ah, I can't take you. Can't be stopped until we stop him. Okay, so primary goal now is getting all of these cards dead so the Steelsinger can hit him ×4, because that would be 1,000 damage in one hit. So what I need to do is take you to my side. No, I could just Glimmer. And then kill. I'm not as concerned with you, because like you're gonna deal... actually I should drop you. Yeah, I should drop you. Okay, so unfortunately I am gonna have to like worry about this, because I don't have any cards in my hand that can damage this guy, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna be able to like... Yeah, I think we'll get the hit on him later. So let's get the kill first. And now let's see what we have to work with. We have this to work with. We'll kill the guy in the back, or we can greater good him. I think if we greater good him first, he will tank one of these hits for Steelsinger, which is nice, and he'll just die. He'll just tank all the hits for Steelsinger. We can do this, or just do bottom. Let's do the bottom 4, because if we can kill him, then we can not worry about him next round. Like he'll die next round to the Glimmer, which is sweet. This is gonna make Seraph a little bigger, but that's okay. Makes me bigger too. You think you're the only one that can incant around here? Think you're the only one that can rally? I have rallies too. Look at me. Extracting 2 is awesome because, like, I'm gonna over extract anyway, so it worked out. Okay, so we did hit the melee weakness, but I think this guy hit him instead of the Steelsinger, which was like kind of a waste, but still fine. If I could overfill, that'd be amazing, because then I could drop this boy down. I'm not even using the second tree guard. Like, the second tree guard isn't even in the deck. He's not even here. What are we doing? Where's he at? Throw him in. Put him in, coach. He's ready. We might as well get this out of the deck. I don't want to see it anymore. Please stop. Just get out of here. I don't want you twice. We could do this as well. I'm okay with him hitting me. It's him that I'm a little spooked about. I also don't want Seraph to be the one hitting me. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's just play this up top, and that will make Carapace slightly larger. So let's go here, here, and that makes you a lot bigger now than you were like if I wouldn't have done that. Then we'll just give you a few extra. Oh yeah, that does 5 damage to the guy in the back. I forgot. I don't really think I've gotten any kills that way, or many kills that way, if any. But it is pretty good. All right, now you show up. You big buffoon. Where you been this whole time? My man, you missed the party. 666 damage to Seraph just for being around? Sure. Lay down my tree, man. Lay down the tree guard. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the party. We will heal you all the way up because we're ridiculous like that. We will claim some energy. Probably get ourselves a little bit of this going. Get ourselves some armor. Get ourselves some more armor. Deal 666 damage to this goon. Oh, I can't melee weakness you. That's okay. We'll do it next turn, and then we're good. So Seraph is totally dead, right? Like there's no questioning that Seraph is totally dead. I think the crazy part is I don't know if I'm gonna actually. I still don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill the other one, like the guy on the other side. I'm very spooked by the final boss, so I'm actually thinking I still need to be healing. Like I'm still got to keep going because he still needs to scale. We're not done yet. All right, you're dead. There's nothing I can do now, so we'll just take that. And I probably cut myself out of like 2 or 3 scale lines there, but that's okay. All right, we're good. Not quite yet, though. Not quite. We haven't yet won. What is this? Oh no, who could have predicted this? It's the big bald man. Who would have known this could happen? The Last Divinity attacks your pyre every turn. Its damage increases for every 10 shards you have. So you'll look, and this dude's he's a big lad. These are his feet. That's the final boss. Oh no, these are his thighs. Oh no, he's bald. And we have 115 armor because it gives us 100 armor just like right off the bat. But he's going to hit us for 19 pyre damage every turn. This floor sweeps. This floor, this floor multi-strikes, and then this floor is a trample, which I think trample is probably the easiest one to get away with, like not having to worry about anything. Because I don't think we're ever going to trample onto our backliner. The problem is I did not draw my big lad. I didn't draw him. I didn't get him. What? No! You can't be taken? Oh, you're special too. Don't tell you. You don't look that special. You don't look like you know what's going on. So 12 damage, 11 damage, or 12 and sweep. I think I actually want you down here, down low. And I could kill you first, which would be good. Because then I wouldn't have to take the 10 damage to the front unit that you're going to dish out. And then I will probably throw the Animus of Will up top. The problem is I think she's not making it through this fight. Like, I just don't think the Animus is going to make it through this fight. I think if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to put tree guard top and tree guard down bottom, because this floor has the highest amount of damage output, and I would rather the one, like the solo tree guard, just be here taking the 12 damage hits, and then the other tree guard be down here. And then like we can melee a weakness up top if we need to make his attack do much more. So let's do this. What do you guys get? After you deal a killing blow, you get a damage shield. So let's do this. That will kill him. That means we have enough to, or we can like play this unit without it dying. So Echo Right, welcome to the party. You will consume, which gives you a bunch of armor. We can drop you, which lets you take enough damage now to be like kind of nullified as we move up. Unfortunately, Animus is like not making it. I think we just play you anyway. Even though you're not going to make it, you will deal like 50 damage, which is kind of okay. And then maybe we just play this. We can't. We like physically can't play it. Okay, so we'll just end our turn. Basically, I have a countdown timer of like, how much damage do you do per turn? 19. So basically, I have a countdown timer of like less than 10 turns to knock this guy out, to deal 4,000 damage to this guy. We're gonna get close, but it's still spooky. Okay, I want Bounding Echoes, and I also, yeah, so I want Bounding Echoes. So I want to be able to go here, bring me back Bounding Echoes, Thank you. We'll do that next turn. You need to be on the field to protect my lad. Protect my little buggy. I think this is good. I don't think you'll die because I think we can protect you. So, no, we can't protect you. I have no damage. I won't be able to protect him. Ingraft will heal you, but only a little bit. Wildwood Sap will heal you, but only a little bit. Oh no. Okay. How are you guys all so big? Oh, it's because he's so weak at the beginning of this set. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. I should not have done this. I should not have done this. I need these echo breaks back. Because I need damage to backliners. Okay, you're living. Oh my god, you're living. Oh, he's gonna make it. But not by much. Not by much at all. I need that wildwood. Where's that wildwood? We can also kill all of these units. Or try to. Kill all the spooky ones anyway. I will give me as much armor as I can get. So let's just like go crazy with the armor here. Okay, you're gonna live. You're gonna make it, which is good. It's a little scared. It's a very, very scared. We're gonna do this, give you some more armor. I don't want this Ember Drain. That'd be absolutely terrible. Okay, I don't want to leak damage either. So you should die. If I play the big guy, he won't die up here. Which is nice. I can also deal 666 damage to something. I think that might as well be the final boss, right? If we're gonna do it, we might as well do it to the final guy. I will not leak damage if we do this, because then you'll kill. And then this is a good play. Okay. So you're gonna survive. He's gonna heal quite a bit too. What I really need is both of those regens to come around, and I also really, really need my Wildwood to heal him to full. Perfect, perfect timing. Okay, so now we're good. Now I feel much more confident about this set. So boom, now he's good. Now we're set. Now your whole job is just to chew through him, and your job is to kill the big guy. So Reap 13, we're gonna apply that to the final guy, but only on the floor that has the most of those, which it looks like it's the top floor. So we're gonna give you one more. We have to play this. I think we won't play the root seeds. We'll probably just go kill you, I think, because I don't want to have these in my hand next turn. These guys are terrifying. Oh my, these guys are miserable. 13 Reap is going to be like, what did we say it was? 65 damage or something like that earlier? I think if I give it to you here, it does not apply everywhere else. So you're going to take 78 damage from that, which is okay. I can also just play it again, which is good. I'm a little concerned about how much damage is coming up the pipeline, though. I'm thinking maybe we should knock these guys out before they start to get a little too spooky. Like as they go up, because we're kind of doing this like balancing act of killing both sets. And you are gonna knock out a card out of my hand too, which is miserable. So like I don't know if you're the biggest target, but you actually are a target. Trying to like prioritize here. I think we kill one of these guys, because if they make it to the top, like we're done. So let's go here, and you're gonna be so close to dead that I think I can kill you with like a glimmer or something like that on the top floor. So not as worried about it. Perfect. 19 more damage is a little spooky. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good because we can do this and just knock out this whole floor. Same with that. We're not really making it to the back line. That's the problem, is we're not really killing the divinity any. It's not perfect. Not quite. Not yet. You need to get huge on me. So I need your consume. You probably need that because you need all the health you can get. I'm just gonna play everything I have. So that goes. That'll do 5 damage to somebody. What if we do this? See, this is why I needed him to have multi-strike, to be able to chew through these units, because he's really not. It's a very, very, very slow like process. We'll kill you, that's nice. And then I don't need the armor, so let's just let it go. Yeah, the bottom line guy is really just to like knock out as many units as possible. If I could have given him sweep or something, that would have been absurd, but obviously like that's not a card you can just purchase, so for the greater good. There are no cards on this set that I can grab. Like everybody is the big purple unit, so that's kind of like part of this play, so I'm not really going to be able to do that. Melee weakness 3 is going to be amazing here because I might be able to get enough damage out of like these two cards, maybe? No, I'm not. So even if I do give him melee weakness, he's just gonna like clear it off next turn. And Glimmer could be good, but it's not quite gonna knock all them out. Not quite. You being sweep is frustrating because I think you're gonna Ember Drain me. You will Ember Drain me, my man. Please stop doing this. Please no. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need you to hit the back line. That's not happening. I also need to... I can deal 30 damage to you. And I can reap you, but that doesn't really matter. I can hold over you, but that still isn't enough to completely kill you so that he can attack. I basically just want to pop this melee weakness like this turn. But I'm obviously not going to be able to. So kill everyone else down here. I think will benefit from me just killing these units. I basically want to thin them out enough so that at some point we can Steelsinger melee weakness triple this guy. Like at some point we'll thin them out enough. What do you have? You have a spell shield. Okay, so we want to ignore your spell shield. A Glimmer would barely hurt you, but then an Etch Break would kill you? No, for some reason this would kill you. I thought you had a spell shield. Oh, it's piercing, my man. That was a good idea. Well done. I don't say so myself. Okay. Here's the plan. Get him as strong as possible up top. This guy's just dead. I'm not gonna be able to do anything here. That's fine. Do I have any more units? I do have Carapace, which I should try to play on the top floor. Even though he's sweep, I should try to play him on the top floor. I need to keep you alive because you're almost dead. So I need to be playing that on you as much as possible. Be playing the heals on you as much as possible. Like this Wildwood will be played up top probably next turn. Glimmer will kill this guy. Echo Transfer for you, for sure, because there's 2 left. The Reap will go to him. That's going to be another, like, 91 damage, which is sweet. And I will hold on to the melee weakness because I'm not going to trigger it. And there's not much else I can do. I could just kill 1 basic unit, but I think I'd rather, like, double the Reap damage on him this turn than, like, kill one of these basic units down below. Because I can probably knock him out with something else. So let's just do that. 26 is going to do 182 damage, which is solid. We'll take it. Yeah, that's a lot of death. All right, how's our boy doing? He's almost dead. You don't say. So, how can we save you? This is crazy. This is actually insane. We might have to pivot to the top guy. Might have to pivot to him. Like try to take him out with spells before he gets there, because we're also running into the point where they're dealing 19 damage, so I basically have like 3 hits left. I basically have to deal 3,000 damage in 3 hits, and this guy is not doing that, and this guy is probably also not doing that, so I'm kind of just in a bad spot. I think maybe we just get this guy as full as possible and we throw the Carapace down low, and he's gonna have like 100 plus damage, and we just run with it. Like, I think it's top 4 only from here on out. So, we need to drop as many of you as possible and get as many shards as possible on this floor. So let's do this. That's gonna make everything sharded. This again. To give everyone here armor. This, is free. This is not free, but basically free. This is free-ish. This is free-ish. Okay, so we're at 8. No, we're at way more than 8 because we started with 6, so we're at 10. Melee weakness on you is a great idea, but you're going to shrug it off, so I need to make sure that I'll kill you. I can drop you. And if I do that, the Carapace will attack. But I can't play both of these cards. So I think I need to just play the Carapace. You will hit pretty hard, I think. You're going to hit very hard. And then we'll try to get this melee weakness off next turn. And then, like, rip to the tree guard, I think. It was a valiant effort. Okay. So, yeah, these guys are pretty weak. Like, these two right here are pretty weak. If I'm going to use this melee weakness, this is the turn for it, I think. So we need to find a way to kill these guys. And we also can deal 666 damage to them, so don't forget that, which is insane. Don't forget that you have the card that does the insane numbers of damage. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to kill these two. So, like, we're going to get 128 damage on him, but we're literally going to overkill 243, 128, and then hit him with 128. Whereas, like, if I was able to get that 249 number on him with a melee weakness 3, we'd be able to do 1,000 damage in, like, one turn, which I can't do. It's brutal. I also really, really need to do this to you. Like, I really need to perfect insanity you, I think. What sucks is my mandibles aren't hitting this back row, they're hitting this guy, which is like very, very like minimal compared to what I need. Like if it were to hit these guys instead, it'd be way more effective. So this is important. We need to play that. I would love to play this, but it doesn't work. I really need to play this. It's free, that's fine. This is also good. It gives me one more energy. I could drop one of you, and that would basically make it so that his 137 hits you twice. But, like, that's still not enough. What's 137 times 3? It's still, like, less than 450. So, I would prefer to just hit you with the Perfect Insanity instead, and then do the Contamination. I think... Oh, we have to do that for sure, because it's 0 cost. So... my brain is melted. I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to die. There's not much I can do about it. You die with this. Not die. You take a lot of damage with that. We also really want this. You're gonna take 400 now, huh? Oh, it's close. I don't think we have enough damage. That's gonna buff that quite a bit. That's gonna buff that quite a bit, and then we just still can't play this. Okay. So it's spooky. It's very spooky, but like, it's not undoable. It's possible. Okay. I think we play you probably. We're probably gonna knock out someone with one of those. The Sting is important because it's a 0 cost card. Ingraft is important because it scales you a little bit. 320 damage. 666 damage. Honestly, I need this card on holdover. I need to play this thing every time I can. And on the backliner as well. So boom, that's 666, that's insane. I love how we're the devil, like we are the hell monster, so the 666 is just like thematic for us. It's like part of our thing. If I can drop one of you guys, I can add a ton of damage to this backline. So I'm thinking we just go 320. 20 and then the Glimmer. So 20 and then this could do it or this could do it, but I think this is honestly going to be a little bit better for everybody. 12 and 5. Okay. We have 2 more turns because 3, 6. So we're going to lose 6 this turn. We have this turn and next turn, and that's it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is another weak floor that's coming up here. How big are you guys? 20. Okay. There's an X. He's dead. I don't know how it's happening, but he's dead. I don't know how it's happening. What is happening? So we're going to kill him. Somehow we're going to kill him. You will deal 267 to him. Oh, because he's relentless. We made it until he's relentless. So because we made it until he's relentless, he isn't going to burn our pyre health because it's at the end of the turn. So he would do 19 damage at the end of this, 19 damage at the end of this, and then 19 at the end of this. No, we're actually going to get the kill on the top. Do you have to kill all 3 floors? Oh, I hope not. You're dead, huh? I'm a little concerned, and I'm wondering if maybe I need to just do as much damage to him as possible anyway, just on the off chance that I'm wrong. Like that something's wonky here. Because like he's not dying down here, right? And if he does 19 damage to my pyre, for whatever reason, I'm dead. So I think we play these. It didn't even matter. We didn't even need to play those. That's nice. That's a nice little 5 damage there for no reason, or for no effect. This is good. Both of these cards are still in my deck. They're just both worthless. Yeah, you can't use the For the Greater Good on the man that the card is about, huh? And then we'll Glimmer. And then we'll Root Seeds. And that's all we got. That's all she wrote. Alright. Well, this might be my first victory against this dude. Boom! The Tree Guard did it! Oh, yes! Thank you, Tree Guard. Thank you, man. Thank you, Whomping Willow. Thank you, Professor Oak. Whatever it is we want to call you. We have finally hit the pyre, which is sweet. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, this is the last new DLC video before the DLC officially drops. So this is the last one that I was able to record within the beta period. And obviously we're going to kind of relaunch this once the beta period ends and once all this comes onto the live version. Go check it out for yourself whenever it drops eventually, maybe. I don't know. Thank you very much for watching. Liking this video is the easiest way to push into the old YouTube algorithm. I'll see you in the next one.